What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and discussion for Wednesday, April 19th, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and is always staying blessed. All right, you guys, taking a look at the surface map this morning, you can see that we still have high pressure here across the southeast United States. Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas here, Louisiana. We should be yet again having a fairly nice day here across these states. As you can see, we do have some moisture here moving across Florida. We do have a general thunderstorm risk here again for the Miami, Fort Lauderdale area. So we'll be on the lookout for some rain, possibly a few thunderstorms. We'll have to be on the lookout for some flash flooding. Also, you guys, not too much going on here across the Northeast, you guys. And as you can see, as we move further to the west, across the northern tier of the United States, here across Minnesota, Wisconsin, we do have some showers and thunderstorms currently ongoing already here, even across parts of eastern Iowa. Here's our low pressure system here spinning in eastern Montana, which is setting the stage up for this severe weather event here across the plains. And as we take a look out towards the Pacific Northwest here, we do have a general thunderstorm risk here yet again for today, as we do have moisture continuing to funnel in here across the Pacific Northwest, you guys. So that's going to be the surface map for this morning, you guys. And as we pause this and go into the convective outlook, I'm going to take these fronts off, you guys. All right, going to take the radar off, take the lightning. All right, gonna take the temperatures off, you guys, and let's see one more thing. Water vapor imagery. I'm coming, you guys. Let's see. I have this new. All right, because I have the Southwest flow, you guys, on here, and I just wanted to get this off of the screen while I show you the convective outlooks, you guys. But as we take this off, all right, you guys, as we segue here, all right, convective outlook day one today, the Storm Prediction Center does have an enhanced risk of severe weather, you guys, for parts of southeastern Nebraska, northeast Kansas, south northwest Missouri, and southwest Iowa, you guys. All right, you guys, there is an enhanced risk. We do have the slight risk that goes all the way from the extreme northwest Texas up through Oklahoma into parts of east central Kansas, then on into parts of northwest Missouri and on through Iowa, as they had some showers and thunderstorms there yesterday, you guys, and the marginal risk does extend all the way down into the Texas Hill Country, Abilene, Texas, just to the west of Dallas. As we move further on up, even getting towards Chicago could be in the marginal risk here for some severe weather. But as we take a look here close in the enhanced risk here, you guys, you can see before I start butchering these names, you guys, y'all know I butcher. So if it comes, just get a good laugh out of it. All right, in Missouri, you guys, we have Maryville. In northern Kansas, we have Marysville. Then we have Patrice in Nebraska, you guys, Atlantic in Iowa. St. Joseph here in parts of Missouri is under a slight risk, but all these other cities here, we have to watch out as there is an enhanced risk. All severe hazards will be in play here. And as we take a look at the slight risk, you can see Kansas City, Wichita, Saline, we're gonna go with Salina, you guys. And as we go further down, Oklahoma City, Lawton, Wichita Falls, all these areas are in a slight risk, you guys. Let's take a look at some of these areas further up. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Fort Dodge, Centerville. You are under a slight risk, you guys. As we take a look at the probabilities, let's check and see. Tornado risk, we do have a 5% area here across parts of Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, and Missouri, and also another secondary 5% risk area here across parts of Oklahoma and extreme north Texas, you guys. And the 2% encompasses the rest of that slight risk. So we will be on the lookout for some tornadoes today, you guys. Hail probability, we do have a 30% chance to see some hail here across parts of Nebraska, Omaha, Missouri, and Kansas. A 15% encompasses the slight risk, you guys, and a 5% encompasses the marginal risk. So hail will be a big deal on the table today, you guys. We have to be on the lookout for some very large hail. Wind probability, we do have a 15% chance of some Locally strong gusty winds here across parts of Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and Missouri, and a 5% chance for some gusty winds here that does encompasses the marginal risk down to the Texas Hill Country. As we take a look here, no significant tornado threat, always a blessing, you guys. We do have a significant hail hatched area that goes from extreme North Texas through central Oklahoma, east central Kansas, on up into Nebraska, Iowa, and parts of extreme northwest Missouri. Hail on the size of over 3 inch plus in diameter could be possible. So we do have to look out for some very significant hail today, you guys. And there is no significant wind. So that is good news, you guys. Now, as we segue and take a look at the HRRR to see when these storms could possibly get going, the evolution of them. As we start today at the noon hour, you can see not much going on here, just some wintry precipitation possibly across parts of northern Wisconsin and Minnesota here, you guys. Ongoing showers from this morning. But as we go ahead through the afternoon, going into the late afternoon, you can see still not much is popping off just yet here, you guys. So just here across parts of Wisconsin, we still have some showers going on. But as we move on to, let's go to about 6, 7 o'clock, the early evening, you can see we're starting to get some thunderstorms popping up here across Iowa, southern Minnesota, and even parts of southeast South Dakota, you guys. So that's the start of it about this evening, 5, 6 o'clock. As we move to 7, 8 o'clock, look at boom, you guys. Look at these cells that start to pop off here across northern Iowa, just to the west of Fort Dodge and Des Moines. Even down extending into the enhanced risk, we're starting to see cells pop. All hazards will be at play with these cells. As we move on to 10 o'clock, you guys, let's go 2 hours later. And as you can see, it really starts to get on going here across the enhanced risk. Nebraska, northern Kansas, northwest Missouri, and parts of southwestern Iowa. It's going to be ongoing here, and even across parts of northern Iowa, Fort Dodge, about 10 o'clock, we could possibly have this line of storms, nasty storms coming on through. Spencer here, 10 o'clock in Iowa, could be some nasty cells going on. As we move into the overnight hours, about 2 a.m., you guys, let's check and see. All right, it starts to even pick up in intensity and coverage even more, you guys, even as we start to get here into parts of Nebraska and now starting to get into parts of northern Kansas, it starts to pick up in intensity. And we still have it ongoing across parts of southern Iowa. As we get to 7 in the morning, you guys, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, you can see I haven't seen too much pop off here down towards the southern areas across Oklahoma and Texas. So we're going to keep a lookout for this area, but I didn't see too much developing. It looks like most of it is going to be ongoing across parts of Iowa, Missouri, northwest Missouri, and Nebraska here, you guys. Must going to be a cap here across parts of Texas and Oklahoma. So we're going to continue to keep a lookout at the progress of this, you guys. And as this brings us to 7 a.m., we're going to segue to convective outlook day 2, you guys, as we get this to come up. All right, here we go, you guys. Convective outlook day 2. And as you can see, the slight risk does shift southeast into east central Texas, extreme northwest Louisiana, the Shreveport area, extending across Arkansas and into parts of southeast Missouri here. We do have the marginal risk that's going to be from Houston on up to Chicago and coming back on down into parts of the southwest Texas here, you guys. And as you can see, even down to Brownsville, going to be under a general thunderstorm risk, just about to Jackson, New Orleans. Here we go again across parts of south of the southern Florida peninsula. We will have a chance for some showers and thunderstorms again. We'll have to look out for some isolated flooding there, you guys. But as we continue now, we're going to take a look at the probability for convective outlook day 2, you guys. And as you can see, we do have a 2% tornado threat that does include the Dallas area, Shreveport, Little Rock, Arkansas, Hot Springs, Clinton, Fort Smith. All these areas will be on the lookout. Texarkana, Tyler, Texas, Waco. We'll have Austin. We'll have to be on the lookout for a tornado come when that is tomorrow, you guys, on the 20th. Sorry about that. These days, I be losing these days on Thursday. This is Thursday, you guys. Hail probability. As you can see, we have a 15% hail probability for Dallas on up towards Little Rock. 5% hail threat for Houston, Memphis area, on up towards the Chicago area, you guys. So we will be on the lookout for some hail. Wind, 15% as well. That encompasses the same areas the hail. 5% from Houston on up to Chicago. Do we have any significant tornado threats? Well, let's see. Hold on. I'm jumping the gun here. All right, you guys, no significant tornadoes. That's the good news. We do have a significant hatched area for hail for tomorrow, you guys, around the Dallas area, College Station, Round Rock, and into the Arklatex region, you guys, we have to be on the lookout for some large hail on the order of 2 inches or more in diameter. And for winds, we do not have a significant wind threat for tomorrow, you guys. So that's good news. Now, as we continue to HRRR and we move on to about the afternoon tomorrow, you can see that up here towards the northern tier of the United States, these showers and thunderstorms continue to move on across Wisconsin on towards Michigan. Have a few storms starting to pop into northern Illinois, and also a few showers and maybe some rumbles of thunder here across Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri, and even getting on down towards the Houston area. As we move on to about 4 p.m. tomorrow, you guys, oh man, you guys, look at the storms. Look at this line from Illinois extending all the way through Missouri, Arkansas, southeast Oklahoma, and just to the north of Dallas. Look at these cells, you guys. All hazards will be possible with these cells scattered all the way down to the Houston area, San Antonio. Tomorrow afternoon, we will have to definitely be on the lookout, you guys, as we move to tomorrow evening. Oh, you guys, look at these storms here. Don't mean to sound too excited, you guys, but just looking at these storms here, these could be some very potentially dangerous storms here with some locally damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes all on the table here, you guys, extending all the way on up here into Indiana, Chicago. All these storms will be passing through you guys by tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, and into the evening hours. As we move into the overnight hours here, going into Friday, you guys, you can see this. Oh, look at this heavy line of rain, you guys, that extends just south of Dallas, between Dallas and Austin. These storms will have the potential to be producing all hazards. Look at this heavy rain. I'm sure we will be on the lookout for some flash flooding, you guys. Sorry about that, as well across parts of northwest Louisiana, Arkansas, even into parts of southeast Missouri, southern Illinois. We will be on the lookout for some heavy rain. And as we move on to the 48-hour mark, as far as the HRRR will take us, and this will be 7 a.m. Friday morning, you guys, look at the heavy showers and thunderstorms that's approaching the Baton Rouge area, Jackson, Mississippi, line coming through Memphis area. This will be for 7 in the morning on Friday, you guys, and that will also segue us into convective outlook day 3. As you can see, overnight, that slight risk across the Houston area, marginal risk for the New Orleans area as this line of showers and thunderstorms start to approach us on Friday morning, you guys. So that's going to be it for this one. If you haven't done so already, you guys, please be sure to share, like, and subscribe so you can stay up to date and weather aware here at your Weather on the Fly as these severe storms continue to develop and progress throughout the remainder of this week. Everyone be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.